The fastest way to waste money in 2026 is to buy an SUV that only feels right for the first 2 weeks. Because the real cost of ownership isn't just the purchase price, it's the combination of depreciation, maintenance, repairs, fuel, insurance, and how easy it is to sell later without getting destroyed on value. So when I say only 7 SUVs worth buying, I'm not saying everything else is literally unusable. I'm saying this. For most people, most of the market is loaded with compromises that look small on day 1 and become expensive or annoying by year 2. These 7 are the ones that most consistently avoid the common traps. They're built on powertrain logic that ages well, they hold demand in the used market, and they tend to keep ownership predictable instead of dramatic. Stay with me because the last 2 picks are the ones that protect your money the hardest. One by crushing resale risk, the other by eliminating luxury regret. And if you want more lists like this that save you from expensive mistakes, subscribe to Royer Motors. Number 7. Kia Sportage. The Sportage Hybrid is here because it's one of the smartest value-to-feature deals in the compact SUV world. Especially if you're the type who wants modern tech, real space, and strong fuel economy without paying premium brand pricing. Start with the drivetrain because it explains why people end up loving it long-term. Kia positions the Sportage Hybrid around a turbocharged hybrid setup rated at 231 horsepower and an EPA-estimated fuel economy that can reach 42 miles per gallon combined in certain configurations. That's a big deal in a compact SUV because it lowers the one cost you feel constantly, fuel. It also changes daily driving feel. Hybrids tend to feel smoother in traffic because electric torque fills in the lazy moments where normal engines feel strained. Now add the ownership confidence piece, warranty. Kia's coverage is a major reason Sportage Hybrid owners feel safer taking the long-term bet. Kia includes a 10-year or 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, along with a 5-year or 6,000-mile basic limited warranty. That matters because in real life, warranties don't just protect your wallet, they protect your peace of mind, and peace of mind prevents regret. Exterior and practicality are another reason it belongs here. The Sportage has the kind of packaging that makes it feel bigger than many rivals. The cabin is wide, the rear seat is comfortable, and cargo room is one of the reasons buyers keep recommending it. Kia even markets its rear seat legroom and cargo space as class-leading, which matches what owners tend to report. It's one of the compact SUVs that doesn't feel cramped when life gets real. So what about cost? Sportage Hybrid pricing varies by trim, but it typically lands in that sweet spot where you're not paying luxury money, yet you're getting a modern interior and strong efficiency. The no-regret move here is choosing a trim that gives you the safety and convenience you'll want after the honeymoon phase, then keeping it stock, servicing it on time, and saving records. Because the used market rewards clean, documented cars, especially when they still have transferable warranty coverage remaining. Maintenance is straightforward. Oil changes at the recommended interval, tire rotations, filters, brake fluid on schedule. Hybrid systems can reduce brake wear in city driving due to regenerative braking, but tires are still your silent expense. Rotate them consistently and don't let alignment drift, because compact SUVs can eat tires faster than people expect. If your goal is a compact SUV that feels like you spent more than you did, stays efficient, stays comfortable, and comes with serious warranty protection, the Sportage Hybrid is one of the easiest no-regret picks in 2026. Number 6. Subaru Forester. The Forester makes this list because it's one of the few compact SUVs engineered around a simple truth. Most people don't want an SUV that impresses strangers. They want an SUV that makes life easier for years. Subaru puts the value up front with a published starting price of $29,995 for the Forester. That pricing only tells part of the story, but it's important because the Forester delivers a strong ownership fundamentals package at a price that still makes sense for a long-term buyer. What makes the Forester worth buying is the way it behaves when conditions are not perfect. You get an all-wheel drive identity that's baked into the vehicle's purpose, not just offered as an option for marketing. And the Forester's shape, upright, practical, and visibility-friendly, matters more than people admit. In the real world, good visibility reduces stress. Reduce stress makes people keep their cars longer. Keeping a car longer is one of the biggest financial wins you can get. Cost-wise, the Forester tends to be predictable. Your biggest ownership expenses over time are usually depreciation, insurance, fuel, and wear items like tires and brakes. On an AWD vehicle, tires deserve special respect. Don't run mismatched tires, don't skip rotations, and don't ignore alignment. AWD systems are more sensitive to uneven wear, and the quickest way to turn a reliable SUV into an expensive problem is to neglect tires. The no-regret strategy with a Forester is also about trim choice. The cheapest trim can become regret if it lacks comfort features you'll want later. But the top trim can be unnecessary if you're paying for features that won't meaningfully improve your daily life. The Smart Buy is usually the trim where you get the safety tech and daily comfort you'll actually use. Then you keep it clean, service it on schedule, and document everything. If you want a compact SUV that stays useful even when trends change, the Forester is one of the safest buy it and keep it options in 2026. 5. Mazda CX-90. If you want a 3-row SUV that genuinely feels premium without wearing a luxury badge, the CX-90 is one of the most compelling choices in 2026, because Mazda built it like a brand that's trying to outclass its price point. Let's talk engines, because this is where the CX-90 separates itself. Mazda offers a 3.3-liter turbocharged inline-six, and depending on the version you choose, output ranges from 280 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque up to 340 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque in the higher S models. All of them use an 8-speed automatic transmission, and all-wheel drive is standard. That's a confident, grown-up powertrain layout, especially for people who care about smooth torque and highway strength. Now the money part, Mazda lists the CX-90 starting at $38,800 for the base inline-six trim. That's a huge reason it's worth buying, because you're getting a premium-feeling platform at a number that, in many markets, overlaps with well-equipped compact SUVs. And if your lifestyle supports it, the plug-in hybrid version can be a smart alternative. Mazda lists the CX-90 PHEV starting at $50495. And the PHEV system is rated at 323 horsepower. If you can charge at home and your daily driving fits the electric range pattern, a PHEV can reduce fuel spending while still giving you long trip flexibility. Where the CX-90 really earns worth buying status is the driving feel and the interior. It feels like Mazda made a decision to compete with premium brands on cabin design, materials, layout, and overall atmosphere, without charging premium brand pricing across the lineup. But here's the honest ownership note. Mazda is not known for including free scheduled maintenance the way some brands do. That means your no-regret plan should include routine service discipline from the start. Keep service records, especially if you care about resale. 3-row SUVs can lose value hard if they feel neglected. The CX-90 holds up better when the next buyer sees a clean story. If you want a 3-row SUV that feels luxurious without buying a luxury badge, and you want real engine strength with an inline-six option that stands out in the segment, the CX-90 is absolutely one of the 7 worth buying in 2026. Number 4. Toyota Highlander. The Highlander is here because Toyota did something in 2026 that tells you exactly what the vehicle is meant to be. A streamlined, more premium-leaning family SUV that prioritizes all-weather confidence and predictable ownership. Toyota lists the 2026 Highlander starting MSRP at $45570, and Toyota also highlights that the hybrid can achieve up to a 35 EPA estimated combined miles per gallon rating. In a 3-row SUV, that fuel economy claim matters because fuel is a cost you pay constantly, and 3-row regret often starts at the gas pump. Here's why the Highlander is worth buying. It's built around a mainstream family mission, and that mission supports resale. Used buyers love Highlanders because they know what they are getting. Practical seating, easy daily drivability, and a reliability reputation that's been built over years. The 2026 changes matter too. Reporting from Car and Driver notes that Toyota streamlined the lineup and eliminated front-wheel drive models, making all-wheel drive standard with fewer trims available. That's important because when a manufacturer simplifies a lineup, it often improves consistency and helps resale. Used buyers don't get lost in a maze of rare trims and weird configurations. Maintenance strategy is simple. On a three-row SUV, tires and brakes are large wear expenses, especially if you're carrying passengers and cargo often. Hybrid versions may see reduced brake wear in city driving due to regenerative braking, but tires still demand discipline. Rotate on schedule, keep alignment correct, and avoid cheap mismatched tires. Those decisions change the entire long-term ownership feel. If your goal is a three-row SUV that families trust, that the used market continues to demand, and that avoids the three-row fuel regret trap better than many rivals, the Highlander belongs in the worth buying list for 2026. Number 3. Honda CR-V Hybrid. The CR-V Hybrid is worth buying because it passes the one test most SUVs fail. It stays easy to live with every single day. Honda's hybrid system is the core reason. Honda lists total system horsepower at 204 and the high-torque traction motor torque at 247 pound-feet from 0 to 2,000 RPM. That torque curve is the real magic, not for racing, but for normal driving. Rolling starts, traffic gaps, hills, and merges. Low RPM torque reduces effort, and reduced effort is what makes a vehicle feel right long-term. Now, the cost side. Honda's CR-V pages show hybrid trims and pricing that typically start in the upper $30,000 range depending on the hybrid trim you choose. The smart, no-regret approach is picking the trim that gives you the comfort and tech you'll actually use without paying for top trim extras that won't return value later. Resale strength is one of the reasons the CR-V Hybrid makes this list. The CR-V name has a huge used market. Used markets reward familiarity, and the CR-V is one of the most familiar, safe buys in the segment. That creates demand, and demand protects resale. Maintenance is straightforward. Routine oil service. Yes, hybrids still need oil service. Tire rotations, filters, and scheduled fluid services. Your biggest controllable cost is tire life. Rotate regularly and keep alignment healthy. Compact SUVs are heavier than sedans and they eat tires fast when neglected. If you want a compact SUV that feels refined, smooth in traffic, efficient, and consistently easy to sell later because the market always wants one, the CR-V Hybrid is one of the safest buys in 2026. Number 2. Lexus NX Hybrid. This is the luxury without luxury regret choice. The NX Hybrid is worth buying because it gives you the premium experience. Quiet cabin, refined ride, strong materials, while leaning on a hybrid approach that's designed for smoothness and long-term consistency. Lexus lists the NX Hybrid with 40 combined miles per gallon estimate and a starting price of $4,720 for the 350 bh AWD hybrid model, which is a clean, premium, but rational positioning. A lot of luxury SUVs become regret purchases for two reasons. They drop value fast, and they become expensive to maintain. Lexus tends to resist that pattern better than many premium rivals because buyers trust the brand's dependability reputation and actively shop used Lexus hybrids as safe luxury. That demand supports resale in a way many luxury badges can't match. The ownership logic is also helped by warranty structure. Lexus coverage includes 4 years or 5,000 miles basic warranty and 72 months or 7,000 miles powertrain warranty. That longer powertrain window matters in the premium category because it extends the confidence zone and supports used buyers who want some coverage remaining. Maintenance is not magical, but it is manageable when you do it right. Routine services, tires, brakes, and keeping records. The no-regret move with an NX Hybrid is buying a normal, desirable configuration. Popular trim, popular colors, sensible options. Because the used market rewards clarity and mainstream desirability far more than unique personal builds. If you want a premium SUV that still feels like a safe financial decision, the NX Hybrid is one of the only luxury-leaning crossovers that consistently belongs on a worth-buying list for 2026. For 1. Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. This is the benchmark because it does the two hardest things at once. It stays dependable and it stays wanted. Toyota's official RAV4 page for 2026 positions it as hybrid only, with a starting MSRP of $31,900. That single line matters more than it looks like it does because it tells you Toyota is leaning into the ownership reality. Hybrids are what most buyers want when they care about long-term costs and everyday drivability. Now, power. Edmunds reports the 2026 RAV4 Hybrid powertrain at 226 horsepower with front-wheel drive or 236 horsepower with all-wheel drive. That output is enough to feel confident without making the system feel stressed, which is exactly what you want for long-term ownership, capability without strain. But the true reason it's number one is the ownership safety net, Toyota Care and hybrid battery coverage. Toyota Materials note, Toyota Care covers normal factory scheduled maintenance for 2 years or 25,000 miles, and they also list a 10-year or 15,000-mile hybrid battery warranty on Toyota hybrids. That is a massive regret blocker, because battery fear is the number one emotional objection people have to buying a hybrid, and Toyota neutralizes it. Resale is the final hammer. When a vehicle is both reliable and extremely liquid in the used market, you don't just own it, you retain options. The RAV4 has one of the strongest demand profiles in the segment, and that demand is why it holds value better than many rivals. Maintenance is routine and predictable. Oil changes, tire rotations, filters, fluids, and brakes. Hybrid driving can reduce brake wear in city traffic due to regenerative braking, but tires remain your biggest controllable wear cost. Keep the tires cared for, keep alignment correct, keep records, and you protect resale. If your goal is to buy one SUV in 2026 that gives you the best chance of staying happy and staying financially protected, the RAV4 Hybrid is the cleanest, no-regret formula in the market.